My name is artist Sonya Fe, and I've been painting my whole life because I was born an artist. And I knew I wanted to be an artist since the age of 3. How did I know? Because when I was 3, I didn't really walk a lot. I used to draw on the cement floors in my house. I was born and raised out there in Dogtown, not the one in Venice Beach, but out here in LA. And every night my mom would mop the floors because she gave us chalk and we just drew on the floor, and I just got so interested in art. And because I knew I wanted to be an artist, because when I was a little girl, I noticed all the artists were men. That's a word of famous women artists. So as a little girl, I told myself, I'm going to be the first famous woman artist. But, I don't think that anymore. And it was funny, but that's what kept me going as a kid in Dogtown. I was going to be the first famous female artist. So anyway, eventually I got over that because there's a lot of great female artists. So I went to Nightingale Junior High School, where I won a lot of awards in art, and that made me not want to join gangs or hang out with the so-called bad crowd. And I didn't want to get pregnant. At 17, I kept focusing on my art. And I went to John Marshall High School from there, and eventually I went to Art Center College of Design in Pasadena. I got in there and I was so happy. You know how when you're accepted at a school, you go home and you tell everyone, I've been accepted. I couldn't do that because when I went for my interview, they said, well, you can't come in because your academic grades aren't that great. I said, but I'm holding down 2 jobs right now to get into this school. So here I am, really excited to get into Art Center College of Design. So boy, and they tell me, you can come, but you're going to be on probation. Well, I was happy that I got in, but I was on probation. So here you have it. I got a good with a bad. So I went home, I told my mother and father, I was accepted. But I'm on probation. But that really didn't bother me because I got in. That's the main thing, getting in. Now you notice I have this big blank wall behind me. And a lot of you people may think your life is like that, empty, nothing. But let me tell you something, you can still do something with a big blank world. The world is your canvas. And what I did was, when I first got out of Art Center, I knew I had talent, but I didn't know which direction to go. So the first place I went to was an art center called Mexicano Art Center back in 1975. And there I became the silkscreen director. And I did a lot of silkscreening for the community, projects for them. I've also done a lot of fundraisers. I donated posters and time for fundraisers. For instance, Weave was an organization to help women. And I worked with them, and I said, you know what, here's posters, sell them all. And she says, well, we'll keep a percentage, and we'll give you a percentage. I said, no, take it all. There was many opportunities and many things I've done to help the young people. I taught art at underprivileged places. For instance, I lived on the Indian reservation, Hoopa Indian Reservation. And there, with the help of my husband, we started a program called Children Teaching Children. And what it was is we had children explain their stories, talk about their lives, and we put them into CDs, and it was a literacy program. And it came out so good, and it won awards, and we did that for 3 years in Hoopa. It was a lot of fun. What I really want to say and stress is many people are sometimes discouraged. They figure they don't have the grades or the money, and they say, well, I can't do anything. I may as well just give up. But I want to tell you, that's not the case. I was born and raised in a housing project. It was surrounded with gangs. I held on to my dreams. And I kept painting and painting. I didn't know where painting was going to send me or where I was going to end up because, everyone's always telling me, you can't make money being a fine artist. I didn't listen to anyone. I listened to my soul, myself, and I was happy that God gave me this talent. And so I kept doing that. And I've been down and out. I've done things and been without, but I kept painting and painting because that's what I believe in. And you just can't give up on what you believe in. You can take a break from it maybe for a week, but don't give up on it for a whole year or so. And you have to keep at what you're doing. And being a woman, I was always told, and a brown woman at that, I was always told it's going to be hard, you can't do it. And the male artists to this day still get more money for their artwork. They get better press, and they're taken more seriously. Now, we have women out there, such as myself and other female artists, that are taken seriously. But if I was a man, seriously, I would be further ahead than I am now. I truly believe that. But don't let that discourage you. When I was about 34, 35 years old, I said, you know what, I'm tired of working these jobs. 9 to 5 jobs, whatever, and then coming home painting at night. I said, I'm going for broke. So I quit all my jobs. I quit them. I said, if I don't make it now, that's it. So I put all my energy into that. I quit. I didn't have a job. I had a little money saved. And I said, I'm going to paint. I'm going for broke. I'm going to focus. So I painted and painted. But every morning or every night, I wake up shaking, not from booze or anything, but scared because I didn't have a paycheck anymore. And I'm saying, how am I going to make it? So I start taking the paintings to these little galleries here and there, and the money starts coming in and coming in. And to this day, I didn't have a full-time job ever again.